This is Corey Knight, the guy who in the winter months goes by Coach Knight from Classroom Tech Made Simple. In this chapter, we're going to discuss mind mapping apps, specifically Inspiration Maps, Inkflow, Popplet, and iBrainstorm. Mind mapping apps have been around for a long time. This concept is something that isn't new. Since the innovations of technology, it's made access a lot more easier for students to get what is in their brain and the ideas that they have onto some sort of medium. So it allows your students to freely put information on a blank canvas and get their thoughts in order. Mind mapping apps also give students an opportunity to interact with a text, to create visually rich diagrams and representations of what they're thinking. It helps students connect pieces of the puzzle together and show relationships between different concepts or ideas. Like I said, mind maps have been around for a long time, but technology has increased accessibility and has even made it to where we can share these mind maps and work on them collaboratively. Now, the 4 apps that we're looking at, I want you to pick 1 or 2 that you feel comfortable with to use in the classroom. That's with all of our tutorials. I just want to show you the different tools that are available for you to help make your classroom a meaningful learning environment. So by teaching you through these tutorial videos, you can learn some of the basics of each of the apps that I show you and then start implementing them in your classroom and creating that learning environment that you want. Using any of these apps would fall under Level 2 in Webb's Depth of Knowledge scale. Students would have to recall and reproduce information from Level 1, but they would also interact with skills and concepts to plan ahead for certain projects or papers. If you haven't already downloaded Webb's Depth of Knowledge cheat sheet, it's on our homepage at classroomtechmadesimple.com. This is a really helpful resource that you can use to find different apps and web-based tools to use in your classroom in accordance with Webb's Depth of Knowledge. The outcome from this tutorial. Obviously, we're going to download and learn the basics of each of these 4 apps: Inspiration, Popplet, iBrainstorm, and Inkflow. You're going to choose 1 or 2 of these apps that you feel most comfortable with and utilize it in the classroom. From past experience, this is something that kids will pick up very quickly. They will be able to create these mind maps that get their ideas in order before they start working on an essay or a paper or a project. You're going to learn specific ways to apply these apps in your subject to gain maximum outcome for your students. So let's go ahead and get started with Inspiration Maps.